Well, hello everyone, welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Today we will be collecting all of Link's memories, and as you can see we are in the first location. And if you've been watching my videos you know that I actually got the first memory a while back to get the Champion's Tunic, but just for consistency I'm going to just replay this memory. But what I plan to do for this episode is to go to each of these locations in order from left to right, and then down, then left to right, etc., till we get all of the 12 here. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing. So first, let's just start with Link's first memory. Subdued Ceremony.
Hero of Hyrule, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. You have shown unflinching bravery and skill in the face of darkness and adversity, and have proven yourself worthy of the blessings of the goddess Hylia. Whether skyward bound, adrift in time, or steeped in the glowing embers of twilight, the sacred blade is forever bound to the soul of the hero. We pray for your protection, and we hope that the two of you will grow stronger together as one. Forged in the long distant past, the sword
Gee, this is
seals the
uplifting.
darkness.
She's making it sound like we already lost.
Ancient
Wasn't
stories
this your
tell
idea?
how to hero.
You're the
In
one who
name
wanted to
of goddess
designate the
Hylia,
appointed night with all the
bless you
ceremonial
and
pomp,
choose
grandeur,
us
and nonsense we
over
could
the seas
muster.
of time and distance, when we need the
And if
golden
you ask
power
me,
of
the
gods.
whole thing does
Our
seem to be
hope
overkill.
rests in you,
I think I'm on
to
the
be
same
forever
page as
by
the
the hero's
princess
side.
regarding this boy.
Oh,
Again,
give it a
I pray
rest.
that
That
the two of
boy is
you
a
will
living
grow
reminder of
stronger
her own
and come
failures.
together
Well,
as one.
at least that's how the princess sees him.
Alright, that was the first memory. So next we will head to this location. Okay, and here we are at the next location. And you'll always know it's right because they have this little glowing area. But if we look at the map, it's just off the Great Plateau here, not too far away. So, let's recall.
From here, we'll make our way to Goron City. Then, we'll need some adjustments on that divine beast so Daru can manage it as easily as possible. He's figured out how to get it to move. However, it's apparent that we still have much more to learn. But to think, that divine beast was actually built by people. That means we should be able to understand how it works and how to use it to our advantage. These divine beasts, so much we don't know. But if we want to turn back Calamity Ganon, they're our best hope. Tell me the truth. How proficient are you right now wielding that sword on your back? Legend says that an ancient voice resonates inside it. Can you hear it yet, hero?
Alright, that's the second memory. Alright, so next up we will go over here. Okay, here we are at the next location. And on the map, it is just over here, just south of Tabantha Tower, and even further south of Rito Village. So, let's recall.
Nothing. Just as I thought. It appears that this structure was designed to be exclusively accessed by the sword's chosen one. But designs can always be worked around. At least I hope. How do I get inside? I need to activate it somehow. I thought I made it clear that I'm not in need of an escort. It seems I'm the only one with a mind of my own. I, the person in question, am fine, regardless of the king's orders. Return to the castle and tell that to my father, please. And stop following me!
Alright, that's the third memory. On to the next one. Okay, and here we are at the next location, and in case the picture wasn't obvious, it's the oasis in Gerudo Desert, so let's recall the memory. Alright, well, it seems like that was the first time Zelda really acknowledged Link's abilities. So, with that memory done, the next one is over here. Okay, here we are at the next location, and as you can see from the photo, you can see Hyrule Castle and the Lost Woods, and it's just above the military training ground, right here. So, let's recall this memory.
That cut doesn't look too bad, actually. You're fine for now. But you know, there's a fine line between courage and recklessness. As brave as you are, that does not make you immortal. It seems that not only is the frequency of these types of attacks on the rise, but the scale of beasts we are facing is intensifying as well. I fear that this is an omen which portends the return of Calamity Ganon. And, if that's the case, I'm ready to expect the worst. We'll need to make preparations as soon as possible.
Well then, apparently the Master Sword did not need to recharge back in the day because Link just slayed like a million monsters in that memory. So, alright, well that was that memory. Next up is this one in this location, so see you there. Okay, and here we are at the next location. As you can see from the photo, it was just to the left of Hyrule Castle, and on the map it is just over here, kind of to the northeast of this tower here, the Ridgeland Tower. So let's recall the memory.
There's one. Oh, and another. The flowers we have in Hyrule aren't just beautiful. They're also quite useful as ingredients for a variety of things. This one here is called the Silent Princess. It's a rare, endangered species. Despite our efforts, we can't get them to grow domestically yet. The princess can only thrive out here, in the wild. All that we can hope is that the species will be strong enough to prosper on its own. Is that what I think it is? Look at this. I don't believe it, but I actually caught one. This delicacy is known to have very, very potent effects under the proper circumstances. Ta-da! Research from the castle shows ingesting one of these can actually augment certain abilities. We wouldn't be in a controlled environment out here, but with your level of physical fitness, you'd be a perfect candidate for the study. Go on. Taste it.
Well then, I guess Link really didn't want to eat a frog there. So yeah, that was that memory. On to the next one, which is over here. Okay, and here we are at the next location. On the map, it is just to the north of Lake Hylia, and yeah, just under this tree here. So let's recall.
I doubt this will let up anytime soon. Your path seems to mirror your father's. You've dedicated yourself to becoming a knight as well. Your commitment to the training necessary to fulfill your goal is really quite admirable. I see now why you would be the chosen one. What if one day you realized that you just weren't meant to be a fighter? Yet the only thing people ever said was that you were born into a family of the royal guard, and so no matter what you thought, you had to become a knight. If that was the only thing you were ever told, I wonder then, would you have chosen a different path?
Alright, well that was that memory. And yeah, it seems like Zelda's having doubts about her abilities, so... Okay, so let's see now. That is 8. So the next one, or 7 rather, the next one is actually in Hyrule Castle. So yeah, that's going to take a while to get there, but I'll see you there. Oh, okay, I just entered the entrance of Hyrule Castle. And yeah, there is a cutscene here. Alright, well, this is interesting. I think I've just discovered a bug. I've been sitting here for 2 minutes and it's still loading, so I think I gotta close the software. Alright, well, let's try this again. See if it'll load this time. There we go. Alright, yeah, that's all I wanted to show. Jeez, I don't know why it took so long. Alright, well, I've managed to make it here, and it's just outside of Zelda's study. So, that if you know where that is, it should be easy to find. So, yeah, just where the picture showed, just do this right here before we get spotted by more Guardians. Hard to recognize, though, with all the destruction and malice, but the picture's pretty accurate.
Incredible. We're at a point now where we can actually control them. At the current rate, we'll soon know all we need to know about the Guardians and the Divine Beasts. And should Ganon ever show itself again, we'll be well positioned to defend ourselves.
What are you doing out here, Zelda?
I was assessing the results of the experiment with the Guardians. These pieces of ancient technology could be quite useful against them.
I know that. They are essential to Hyrule's future, and our research demands that we keep a close eye on them. However, as the princess, you currently have a crucial unfulfilled responsibility to your kingdom. Let me ask you once more. When will you stop treating this as some sort of childish game?
I'm doing everything I can. I'll have you know that I just recently returned from the Spring of Courage, where I offered every ounce of my prayers to the goddess.
And now you are here wasting your time. You need to be dedicating every moment you have to your training. You must be single-minded in unlocking the power that will seal Calamity Ganon away.
I already am. Don't you see? There's nothing more I can do. My hope is that you'll allow me to contribute here in whatever way I can.
No more excuses, Zelda. Stop running away from your duty. As the king, I forbid you to have anything to do with these machines from this moment on, and command you to focus on your training. Do you know how the gossip mongers refer to you? They are out there at this moment, whispering amongst themselves that you are the heir to a throne of nothing. Nothing but failure. It is woven into your destiny that you prove them wrong. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Man, poor Zelda. She was pretty much forced into training when she didn't want to, and even still she could barely manage, so... Alright, that was that memory, so now we will head to this one, which is, I believe, the Spring of Power. Okay, here we are at the next location, and unfortunately I do not have the map filled, but as you can see, it's just to the east of Death Mountain, and to get here it's sort of a little confusing, but I guess you can just drop in, so... Alright, and let's recall this memory.
I come seeking help regarding this power that has been handed down over time. Prayer will awaken my power to seal Ganon away. Or so I've been told all my life. And yet, Grandmother heard them. The voices from the spirit realm. And Mother said her own power would develop within me. But I don't hear or feel anything. Father has told me time and time again. He always says, quit wasting your time playing at being a scholar. Curse you. I've spent every day of my life dedicated to praying. I've pleaded to the spirits tied to the ancient gods. And still the holy powers have proven deaf to my devotion. Please, just tell me. What is it? What's wrong with me?
Man, poor Zelda. She's just continually struggling to find her powers. But these memories are great because they're pretty much the only way they tell you about that, so... Alright, that was that memory. So next is over here, which is very obvious because of this nice horse statue. Okay, we're at the next location, and as you can see on the map, it's just to the west of the central Hyrule Tower, and it's kind of obvious because on the map there's this this area, which is this horse park. So yeah, this big horse statue makes it nice and obvious. So let's recall the memory.
Be sure to take the time to soothe your mount. That's the only way it will know how you truly feel. Your advice was quite helpful, thank you. This little one and I are getting along quite well now. At first, I wasn't sure if I should outfit him with all of the royal gear. I thought maybe he should have to earn it first. But it works. He wears it like a true natural. I'm trying to be a bit more empathetic. Benefit of the doubt, you know? See that mountain? That's Mount Lanayru. It takes its name from the goddess of wisdom. Lanayru's decree is very specific. It says no one is allowed under the age of 17. For only the wise are permitted a place upon the mountain. I've prayed at the Spring of Courage and at the Spring of Power, yet neither awoke anything inside me. But maybe up there. Perhaps the Spring of Wisdom, the final of the three, will be the one. To be honest, I have no real reason to think that will be the case. But there's always the chance that the next moment will change everything. Tomorrow is my 17th birthday. So then I shall go and make my way up the mountain.
Alright, well, that was the third to last memory. And yeah, the next memory, being over here, is actually just at the bottom of Mount Lanayru, so that's where we'll go next. Okay, we're here at the next location, and over on the map, as you can see, it's just to the east of Kakariko Village, across this river type thing. And yeah, here's the big arch right in front of the mountain, so let's recall the memory.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. How'd everything go up there on the mountain?
So you didn't feel anything? No power at all?
I'm sorry, no.
Then let's move on. You've done all you could. Feeling sorry for yourself won't be of any help. After all, it's not like your last shot was up there on Mount Lanayru. Anything could finally spark the power to seal Ganon away. We just have to keep looking for that thing.
That's kind of you. Thank you.
If I may, I thought you... well, I'm not sure how to put this into words. I'm actually quite embarrassed to say it. But I was thinking about what I do when I'm healing. You know, what usually goes through my mind. It helps when I think about...
It's here.
This is it, then.
Are you sure?
Positive.
It's awake. Ganon.
Let's stop wasting time. We're gonna need everything we got to take that thing down. Now, champions, to your divine beasts, show that swirling swine who's boss. Link will need to meet Ganon head-on when we attack. This needs to be a unified assault. Little guy, you get to Hyrule Castle. You can count on us for support, but it's up to you to pound Ganon into oblivion.
Come, we should go. We need to get you someplace safe.
No. I'm not a child anymore. I may not be much use on the battlefield. But there must be something I can do to help.
Alright, well yeah, as you can see, the Calamity kind of awoke a bit faster than they expected. So, that just leaves one memory left, this incredibly vague photo of a forest. And yes, this took me absolutely forever to find on my first time playing this game, but thankfully I know where it is, so I'll see you there. Okay, here we are at the next location, and yeah, it's basically just along the Hyrule River, right here in this forested area, just to the south of Hyrule Castle. But yeah, the picture really doesn't give you much to go on.
How did it come to this? The divine beasts, the guardians, they've all turned against us. It was Calamity Ganon. It turned them all against us. And everyone, Mifa, Urbosa, Rivali, and Daruk, they're all trapped inside those things. It's all my fault. Our only hope for defeating Ganon is lost, all because I couldn't harness this cursed power. Everything I've done up until now, it was all for nothing. So I really am just a failure. All my friends, the entire kingdom, my father most of all. I tried and I failed them all. I left them all to die.
Alright, well, and with that very depressing memory found, that's the last in our compendium. You found the location of all 12 pictures. So, I believe now we have to return to Impa to let her know. So, captured memories. You found all the locations in the pictures. Go and report the news to Impa in Kakariko Village. Alright, let's go do that. Alright, Impa, I found all my memories. Well, well, you've returned. What is it? No, all 12 pictures already? You visited every place? Then I suppose it's time. I will reveal the location of the final memory. Here's what happened. Lady Zelda gave me specific instructions. She asked me to wait to show you this. This is the final picture. Does it look familiar? From this village, you should be able to get there in a half-day's time. Now go, child. Seek out what Lady Zelda has shown you. Alright, so yeah, there is indeed one more memory. So the best thing, if you don't know where it is to just take a picture of it with your camera for reference. So I'll just get nice and close. But I do know exactly where it is, and yeah, as Impa said, it's not very far away, so I'll see you there. Okay, so here's the picture of the final memory again, and here it is, just to the south of Kakariko Village, pretty much dead in the center of Ash Swamp, and facing that tower over there. So let's recall the memory.
Save yourself! Go! I'll be fine! Don't worry about me! Run! sword. So he can still be saved?
Princess! Princess, are you alright?
Take Link to the Shrine of Resurrection. If you don't get him there immediately, we are going to lose him forever. Is that clear? So make haste and go. His life is now in your hands. Link. 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 You have recovered all of your memories of us from 100 years ago. I am here, inside Hyrule Castle. It is now time for you to defeat Ganon.
Alright, captured memories. So that was the final memory, and with that, Zelda was able to find her sealing power. And that was right before they put Link in the Shrine of Resurrection for his 100-year slumber. So, alright, that's all the memories. So thank you all very much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I hope you enjoyed all those cutscenes. And yeah, there's still a few more things I want to do before we take on Ganon. But until then, thank you all for watching, and please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and do subscribe because I'm making a full series of this game before Tears of the Kingdom. So, thank you all very much for watching once again, and I'll see you later.